The earliest you can do this... What the fuck is my hair doing? The earliest you can do this fight is if you go to Beast Castle first when you start revisiting the worlds. And so without Decisive Pumpkin, it's not obvious what your best bread and butter combo is going to be. I did a bunch of testing to find that out, and you definitely want 2 combos each time, but upper slash never works, finishing leap never works, 2 finishers is a coin flip, and 2 combo pluses never works. So I finally settled on what we'll see in the fight. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I'm not joking around, that's what it looks like. It looks like he's saying that. That is the truth. Guard, reflect, because that's what you do in every fight in this game. And so it turned out that 1 combo plus and 1 finisher is the way to go. Look, it's perfect, and then you just roll away when he teleports at you. This move, you can guard, and if you reflect, guard, reflect, you get an extra bit of damage there at the end, like you saw. And then the aerial strike command does a full bar of damage, while the other reaction command, if you're further away from him, will restore the count above your head, but at level 1 it doesn't matter, and it does literally 0 damage, so we do not want that. We want aerial strike every time. So we're going to get close to him, guard, reflect, get some extra damage, aerial strike. There's so much time to use that reaction command. It's like 100 seconds. It's very forgiving. You have plenty of time for that reflect to hit. So just be patient, be calm, don't panic. This fight's really cool. I think scythes are a pretty badass weapon, like Gehrman in Bloodborne and like in Soul Eater. So you can just reflect that little thing and then do some air damage if you want. Guard. And so if you guard twice, that was just for demonstration purposes. If you guard twice, you'll get pushed back, and the available reaction command will be the shitty one. So you can just walk up to him and it'll give you aerial strike. I'm doing some combos again. So I chose Circle of Life just because I don't have Decisive Pumpkin, and the only other option is Hero's Crest, but this right here is the only air damage I do in the fight, and I just felt like I do more reflect damage than air damage, so I wanted that little bit of magic. And aerial strike, pow, full bar of health. It's ridiculous. I love that reaction command so much, it's so cool. Everything visually about this fight is really satisfying. Okay, so here's his Grim Reaper Desperation move, which is, like I was just saying, extremely visually satisfying. And so when those little, death zones start popping up, you count to 8, and then reflect 4 times. 4, reflect. Sometimes that staggers. If not, he'll probably do that move, which you can just guard, reflect, big chunk of damage, aerial strike. It's pretty awesome. Some more free damage. Ether. Desperation move again. We'll count it out this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I counted a little fast, but I counted in game, so I'm not bullshitting. It's 8 seconds, and you reflect 4 times. So you need at least combo plus or finisher plus to be able to reflect that whole thing. As far as I know, there's no other way to survive it except using a limit. I wish he had done his other desperation move so we could see it, but he just like travels around in a scythe cycle, and you can just reflect it when he comes near you. It's no big deal at all. And with those zones, you just kind of dodge them as they pop up. Just pay attention, and you can avoid them just by walking. And with this move, on the 3rd teleport, go ahead and reflect. You get some free damage. You might be able to reflect the 1st or 2nd, but it seemed like the 3rd one had more lag time. He tries to get me again. It's so forgiving. You have so much time to react with a dodge roll on that. And then we're doing his desperation move again. You just kind of walk away from this stuff. It helps to turn the you want to be walking towards the camera so that his body isn't in the way of what you're trying to see. He didn't stagger that time, and I waited because I want to kill him with this aerial strike. It's over. Drive gauge power up, that's so good, as opposed to that fucking accessory slot Lexius gave us. What a waste. But yeah, this fight's a lot of fun. Level 1, it's interesting that no damage is, the only way to do it. So that's pretty cool. There's Beast hanging out with like the stupidest fight in the whole game that we have to do, where like the clock yells at him to make him stunned. It's ridiculous. So 1 combo plus Cogsworth. I know his name. Don't start commenting that I don't know his name. Guard break, slide dash, guard. Like I was saying at the beginning, upper slash and final leap. I couldn't find any way to make them work. And yep, here we are. We haven't been anywhere. This is as early as you can do the fight. And that'll do it. Thanks for watching. I went ahead and recorded the moves we didn't get to see in the fight. With this bomb cage thing, it lasts for 3 seconds. So on 3, get ready to air dodge or reflect or glide if you have it, but we don't have it here. And this thing, I call this the Scythe Cycle because it reminds me of how light cycles just sort of form around you in Tron. Anyway, you can just reflect it. Shocker. You probably figured that out on your own. You don't need me. No, but don't need old KBM.